right, on Friday night, the Utah Jazz went to Portland and dominated the Blazers, winning by 42 points. It was the 8th largest margin of victory in team history.
Yeah, not only that, but this young rebuilding roster had 9 different players scoring double figures. This is the only time that's ever happened in the 51 seasons of Jazz basketball. Any chance they could repeat that on Sunday in Sacramento? Well, not exactly. The Kings aren't exactly playing great these days either. Just 3 wins in their last 10. Keyonte George was the Jazz leading scorer in the first half, though he did it by drilling some threes and getting the floaters to fall in the lane. Game tied at 11 early on. Kevin Huerter, though, he was Jazz killer off the bench. Makes 2 later threes in the first quarter. The Kings led 26-23 after 1. In the second quarter, he picks up right where he left off. A pair of 3-pointers, building the Kings lead to 10, 37-27. Huerter, 4 threes, 14 points in the first half. Keyonte also had 14 first-half points. This 3-pointer keeps the Jazz within 10, and John Collins also found a hot hand near the end of the half. He dialed up 2 3-pointers on back-to-back possessions, but the Jazz trailed by 17 points at the half. That hot hand from Collins, though, found itself into the third quarter as well. He came into that third quarter sinking 3 more 3-pointers in the first 3.5 minutes of the quarter, but it didn't help the deficit. Jazz were still down by 19. The Jazz had no answer for Huerter. Kings on the break. It's Huerter rocking the rim there. Moments later, another 3-pointer. He made 6 of them in the game, scored a game-high 26 points. De'Aaron Fox wasn't too far behind in the point total. He only made 1 3, this one just before the half, to beat the buzzer. He had 21, and the Kings cap a 17-2 run. They're up by 31 going to the fourth, and the fourth quarter was no better. In fact, with the game well out of hand, it was Doug McDermott coming in and burning the building down, making 6 straight 3-pointers in just 6 minutes of play. My goodness, 2 days after getting a 42-point win, the Jazz lose by 44 in Sacramento. Keyonte George had 25.7 assists, 5 rebounds. The Jazz fall to 5-17 on the season, 3rd worst record in the NBA.
Yeah, we got our butts kicked. They made a lot of jump shots tonight. We gave up 44 points in the paint, and they made 5 free throws. So that's a heck of a lot of jump shots made in one game.
All right, the Jazz, they will not be playing again until Friday. They'll be back home against the Suns, but that's the only home game in a current stretch of 8 out of 9 on the road. They won't be home for Christmas. Utah with games against the Clippers, Pistons, Nets, Cavs, and Blazers all on the road here to wrap up December.